Welcome to Roll for Heresy, with Walton playing Chet, Cliff playing Francisco, Tim playing Squigs, and Kevin as the GM. Last time, the party headed deeper into the jungle to continue to look for a landing zone. Having survived traps and a fight with Chesgluko, they began looking for a place to rest.
Yes, so you guys you managed to cross the little stream safely. You're a little wet, you take your time. And I will say that, from the time you began to travel from, the base through the previous zone with the booby traps and the vine through this river, the sun is getting pretty low in the sky. So you can continue to travel, or you can set up camp or something.
I turn to Chet. So a couple of thoughts if we do want to stop here. It looks like the dead fish lizards were a good deterrent to the other fish lizards, but I assume they'll also attract scavengers in the not too distant future. Maybe we want to throw a couple carcasses a little bit further into the jungle, and whatever would have eaten us might eat them instead.
Yeah, that sounds like a pretty good idea. These things might keep off any other predators that might come try to eat us.
All right.
I can maybe take one of these things and make a meal out of it for us so we can have something to eat that's not made of people.
I'm an adventurous eater. I've had what would he think is an exotic food that he would be perfectly normal for other people? Is there some
rocks.
in-universe rocks? I've eaten a rock before, so I've definitely tasted my share of bizarre cuisine.
You ate a rock?
Yeah, dude. I was told people would eat rocks on other planets. It was a normal thing out there. Is that
I think
Alright,
it starts with I think it ends with a C instead of a K.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about like a stone,
Oh no, it's
because
No,
that
so
would
it's
that would
fine.
be absurd.
yeah, no, that would be pretty tricky to pull on. He looks at the rocks on the shore, takes the eyes agree, and I'm like, no, never mind, I can't.
Covered in blood and mud.
But yeah, Kevin, could I take one of these corpses and just sort of throw it deeper into the jungle? Drag it to the edge of the thick wood and just toss it?
Could they be eaten? Do they look
What?
edible?
Oh, give me a survival.
I will give you a survival.
I would say the DM is 1.
It's one success and one failure.
Yes, you do see that the creatures appear to be edible, kind of like other lizard-like creatures you've seen in the past. You know what part of it not to eat, what part of it to eat.
Oh, that's perfect, because I have the gourmand skill.
Oh,
So lets me add
Wait, do you
double
really?
rank bonus dice to any tests made to prepare food.
That's fantastic.
I'm a big fan
That's
of that.
amazing.
So Chet immediately sets his pack down and produces a sealed plastic bag of spices, and he
like it.
starts getting to work. It's like, hey, I'm gonna make us something good to eat. You just you sit back and relax and let Chet do his work.
Very well.
Yeah,
So we move off.
absolutely, yeah.
We move off from the bank, and I am just going to kind of map out where we are. I'm going to spend some time consolidating the maps, and watching Chet and taking notes on his cooking. I don't think Squigs has ever had the opportunity to actually. He's occasionally seen someone prepare food, but he's never seen a Catachan jungle fighter and Ratling pull a bag of spices of unknown origin to cook.
It's like a
Quite
Food
interesting.
Network show, but you're surrounded by death.
Yeah, like when Gordon Ramsay made fried rice on a mountain.
Yeah. And so you see the thing here, you got to make sure you take out the poison sacs, because you don't want to. That'll mess up the flavor profile of the meal. And he's just cutting into this lizard fish thing. It's like
All right.
like cooking at the Monster Hunter tent.
That's
Exactly.
There you go.
it. All looks amazingly delicious, even though it's an absolutely drug combo.
You even have the turning Spitfire.
Yeah, turning
roast this
Spitfire,
thing
he's got half a head of cabbage in there.
Yeah.
Nondescript space cabbage.
All right, so you guys set up camp for the night, or are you just taking a quick meal break?
If we're
So
setting
we
up
gotta
camp,
sleep
we
at
should
some point. Yeah.
probably camp here for the night. You know, kind of take watches. I'm assuming Squigs doesn't actually. Squigs has an idea, like okay, like we can take shifts. The standard, like we're camping, everybody watches for a period of time.
Yeah, we can take watch as long as we follow the rules of the jungle. I think we should all be fine.
Right, no names and check its A class.
That's right.
I'm actually always confused. Do we light a fire to keep things away from us, or do we light a fire so that nobody notices us? Or we don't light a fire so that nobody notices us?
The answer to that is yes.
I think it probably depends on where we are. I don't spend as much time out in the nightmarish jungle places.
You light the
Like,
fire to keep stuff away from you, but once you light the fire, you do not leave the fire. And
Alright.
in another situation, if you were to see a fire, you do not go towards the fire. So it is a sort of deterrent, because you might be going towards a fire and you think it's a fire and it's actually a haint,
Oh,
and then you get ate.
I still am endeavoring my best to not get ate, so everything is endeavoring its best to ate me. So, good. Alright, well. Now what is that you're using there? And he's just gesturing to, like, one of the weirdest spices you have. It looks like a cross between a star anise and, like, a peppercorn. A long pepper.
Oh, this is pepper salt. What you gotta find some of them orc tribes. They like to keep pepper salt, and you gotta sneak in there and get it, and then you gotta get out without getting ate.
Oh,
So it's part of the experience. Gives a nice smoky flavor to whatever you put it on.
interesting. Really? Like, so you snuck into an orc encampment, and I'm assuming they go on like this until it's time to end the watch. He's got orc spices. Like, what did you... When? How? Who figured out that orcs have spices?
Well, somebody had to do it first, and they probably got ate. But then the story probably spread.
This is... And he's just like... You can see it looks like he's producing like the pencils. Pencil sketches, like the fully outlined sketches of that. Just... And writing down your story next to it.
Like, you don't know this kind of stuff unless you talk to people. People know all kinds of interesting things that you never know unless you ask them.
Apparently, I have heard many things. I have read a lot of reports, and I have never once heard of stealing spices from orcs.
Yeah, because if you look at it on paper, it doesn't make any sense. But once you
No.
do it, then you're like, oh, okay, that's why they did it.
I would have, I would have struck that from the record if I had ever seen that A is superfluous and B as straight out fancy.
'Cause they talk about, oh, this is heresy, that's heresy. I'm just trying to make good food, man. And I go where the flavor is.
Apparently, and it seems like you brought some with you.
If flavor is heresy, well, then you just call me a heretical bastard. Because you know what? I like not eating people, and I like my food to taste good.
You see, Squigs just kind of gets pensive for a second, goes, whatever. Not my problem. I'm
Francisco
not the
takes a
problem.
bite of the lizard fish. It's just like, I've never even met an orc, so I've never even seen an orc. I don't know. It seems fine to me.
Yeah, and at that, I will also take a bite. Just like Monster Hunter, I will just stab it and jam a whole piece of it in my mouth with my stiletto. or my food fork, my food knife. Probably my food knife. I wouldn't use my slaughter for that.
I will
And,
say it tastes better than you figured it's supposed to. Like whatever Chet did to this actually made it pretty good.
Oh. Makes a note. This an interesting part. I'm sure Chet knows.
The heretical
You know.
cooking of the ratling.
Maybe you know, Francisco. I'm sure Chet knows. But one of the parts of the survey is finding new things that are new and different ways a planet, especially a planet newly brought into the fold, can contribute to the Imperium. And these are edible enough. Maybe if these creatures are easy enough to breed, this might be another export for Strahl, turning the unairable water into another source of food would greatly increase, possibly, Strahl's standing. He takes a bite.
feel bad.
Oh, this is actually pretty good.
I'd feel bad for whoever they have to hire to become the new fish lizard person farmer. Seems like a rough job.
Probably. The important part is that we can always get more people to do it.
Yeah.
If it has value,
yeah.
we will export it. Or the God Emperor expects no less.
You guys, you can name it. You can name this creature.
We could name this creature. We would have to think of what to name this creature.
I mean, you can just call it lizard fish, or fish lizard, or Charles.
Charles.
Charles in charge.
Beware of the aquatic Charles. Things like there's like
Blue-scaled Charles.
there's 42 different varieties of fish lizard.
Okay, what do we got? We got Francisco, Squigs, Chet, so it'd be Chesquigsgo?
Chisquigsgo?
Yeah, a nice Chesquigsco.
Chisquigsgo.
Alright, Chesquigsco.
Chisquigsgo.
Ah, the Chesquigsco! If you say it fast enough, it just sort of melts together.
Which is funny, because actually, Francisco might actually know the native name for this language, and they're just like, nah, we're going to use the name we reported.
Oh yeah, once you guys bring up that we can name it ourselves, I'm just like, yeah, that's definitely a Chesquigsco. That's definitely, works totally fine.
Chisquigsgo there. Alright, perfect. And I make a note. Chisquigsgo.
All right. I will never bring this thing up again. Have to say
Thanks,
that.
Kevin.
Oh no, we're gonna... Screw
Oh,
whatever your
we're
current
gonna-
adventure is, we're going to the ocean. We're going to become the
I'm not
pirate
letting you
kings of
guys
the
name
mainline.
anything.
We go to Tenor and be like, have you tried the Chesquigsco, Tenor? It's pretty good. Drive back out there, catch a couple off the river.
Oh, I really like the Chisquigsco, guys. I'm a big fan. You know, Chet, you cook it pretty good. But it's weird how you keep putting in that stuff in there, and then I get tired. But it tastes real good.
Just slowly poisoning Tenor.
I knew you guys loved each other.
Joke's
I'm so
on you.
happy
He's gonna have the resilience of an Ogren.
I'm so happy I could create an NPC that is so fond and is brought up even though he's thousands of miles away.
As we're trying to figure out a way to poison him.
Well, as soon as this goes live, like, Tenor's gonna have a big fan, like, following. You just know it's gonna be justice for Tenor and all sorts of things.
Alright, guys, we have to kill Tenor before we get to the live episode.
I'm mostly
be
worried
the-
about the fan fiction. The fan fiction is gonna be a nightmare.
You know what? Let those degenerates do what they want. As long as it's not illegal, I don't give a shit.
You know what? You know what?
We'll
That
go
is
on
the
whatever
attitude to have.
subreddit they make, and then we just feign to be outraged by the horrendous things they produce.
Oh, a roll for heresy subreddit. Maybe you're right. Maybe one of these days.
I'll leave that up to you. You're doing a good job of managing that stuff.
Oh, thank you.
But,
Subreddit. But yeah,
Yeah, I don't know
Alright.
either. We'll figure it out.
I
Well,
just
figure
lurk. I
it
don't know what
out.
I'm doing. Alright.
All
so,
right. So I will
does
say,
Yep, we set watch.
you set watch. I'll say, as the night falls, the jungle takes on an eerily different character, cloaked in darkness and alive with an orchestra of nocturnal sounds. The dense canopy overhead blocks much of the moonlight, leaving only faint silver beams filtering through the gaps in its leaves. Shadows dance across the thick undergrowth, shifting and swaying as if the jungle itself is moving.
That sounds spooky.
Spooky. So you guys, you sit around the campfire in a loose circle, your faces illuminated by its light. Your voices are low as you joke about orcs and spices and what to name this stupid lizardfish, and of course the name Chesquizgo comes directly into your head as if ordained by the Emperor himself. That is forever the name of this creature.
People are going to be so confused when it's a primary enemy. The Chisquigs go!
Squigs, noting that potentially how good this thing tastes is a good farm for anywhere there's large bodies of water that you can't grow any kind of straw root on. But now you all begin to tire, and I believe it's time to determine who is taking watch.
Squigs will offer to take the first watch. Being that he doesn't spend a lot of time outdoors, he figures it's best if he does it while there's still some semblance. He's mostly awake and can let what he assumes the darker, more difficult times to watch would be to those better trained for it. That's his
I would
thought.
say generally second watch is the most dangerous.
Which makes sense.
Do we
And
want to give
Squigs
that
is-
to Chet then? Squigs take first, Chet takes second, and Francisco takes third, because I think Chet has the best awareness out of all of us, right?
I mean, I don't know. I have an awareness of 5, so
Oh, okay. I have an awareness of like 2, so if I go last, that might be safest for the group.
all right. I mean, also, actually, if we take into account statistics, like not statistics, but stats. Yeah, Squigs has no problem taking any of the harder watches as well.
Alright. I'll leave that to
You know,
you.
it's
Yeah,
like
so up
like
to
he's
you
already
guys.
said, it's not necessarily his first rodeo. So why don't you go first, Francisco, and then Chet, where do you want to go?
Did we lose him?
I'm sorry, my wife was talking. What happened?
Okay.
We're determining watch order.
Oh, I've got an awareness of 4. I can take it any watch. It doesn't really matter.
Okay, so I'll take second watch. We'll let you take third, and Francisco will go first. So I have an awareness of 5.
Sounds good to me.
Perfect. All right, so that's our watch order. Francisco, Squigs, Chet.
Okay. Well, you guys go to sleep.
Yes. We perform whatever actions you deem necessary to advance the plot.
Okay. Okay. So, Francisco,
Yep.
you're alone. Squigs and Chet. Who snores? Which one of you snores?
Oh, Chet definitely snores. He
Yeah.
sleeps holding, like, cradling his rifle like a body pillow.
This is his murder waifu.
Oh,
Is that
long
the
rifle.
Oh, Rifle Son.
Oh, right. Sorry, that was way funnier to me than it should have been.
Rattling rifle, my
Oh.
beloved.
Ratlina.
Ratlina.
Did give it
Oh
a
my
name in
God.
one of the previous episodes.
That's
I
true.
don't remember it now.
You did. The one
I
I'm
would
still
say,
in.
I think it was Debbie. I can't remember.
I don't think it
Something
was
like that.
Debbie, but like, well, no. It
Yeah,
could
we'll
be
figure it out.
Debbie now.
We'll take better notes. That'll never happen.
That's right.
Okay,
Nope.
so
I
Looks.
think her name's Cheryl. I like Cheryl better.
I think Cheryl.
Wait,
All right,
it's-
Cheryl.
it's Cheryl now.
Cheryl the shooter.
Write that down.
Who's taking notes? Cliff.
Yeah. Cheryl the shooter, no problem.
writes it on post-it note, throws it immediately in the garbage. Actually, I think there's.
We might want to start adding to the Google Notes some of these various things that are happening, like recaps. and
Yeah.
whatnot.
Oh yeah.
But that's hard to do while we're playing. I don't want to quick reflect here.
Yeah, we'll figure that out.
Yeah.
If only somebody would get faster at editing, we could just take the notes of the previously published episodes.
And also for the benefit of it, I will, when I do watch, I'll have my back to the fire so that my eyes can adjust to the darkness.
Oh,
Oh.
that's a good idea.
Okay. Perfect.
Yeah, I think you can
So
make
you
it...
hear.
continue.
Oh, sorry. Go.
Well,
Wow.
it's just,
Yeah, I'll just.
Um,
Okay, sure. We'll talk about that later.
yeah, do that.
That's right. All right. So, Chet and Squigs enter their accommodations. You hear Squigs like dutifully taking notes, summarizing the actions of the day before quietly closing whatever notebook he has and going into a peaceful, somber sleep. And then Chet, on the other hand, you hear kind of like a chaotic scrambling as he's like rolling around in his sleeping bag. You hear the clack of his gun as he like gets comfortable with it, and then a sawing sound as he begins to snore with the barrel right up underneath the crock of his neck as he's cuddled close with Cheryl. You know, you're sitting around the fire. You can feel the light reflecting off your eyes, and then you're like, this is not good for watch. So you put your back to it, and as your eyes begin to slowly adjust, you can just feel the pulse of life coming from the jungle. Like you hear the humming of the bugs, you see the swaying of the leaves, and it looks just as alive as it did in the day at night, and almost more alive, as you're not like the night makes it more serene, so the subtlety of all the actions kind of stand out. And I want you to give me that sweet awareness test.
Heck yeah. Yeah.
Well, you don't see anything.
Well, apparently, was there anything to be seen?
Well, not soon after you begin your watch, maybe an hour into it, you know, you're kind of scanning, and then, like, you're facing away from the fire, so, like, you're not actually looking through the fire to that side.
Right. That makes sense.
And, you know, all of a sudden you hear some, like, rustling sounds within your encampment behind you.
Oh, okay. I turn to look at that.
So as you turn around, you whip your head around because all of a sudden you hear someone. As you turn around, you see some of the food being dragged away that was left next to the fire.
Oh, all right.
You see like a little furry tail, and you see like a little tiny arm, and it's just like,
Boy, I kind of want to just let it take food. Yeah, maybe that's Francisco's thing. Is like, we ate our fill. We knew we weren't going to bring a bunch of food with us, so, you know what? I don't want it to think there's more food out here, so I'm just going to run over and, like, kick at whatever was trying to steal the food. Just like,
all right, you
get
run
out of
over.
Here. Get.
And this, like, you know, like the little tiny monkeys with like the really big eyes.
Yeah.
Like an eye?
Yeah, like an eye. That's perfect. It was like, it's really tiny, and it's like trying to drag this like larger like carcass of the food away, and you know it's like nibbling at it when you run over at it and you start like kicking at it, and it goes like, as it's like clearly being hurt, and it like lets go of the food, and it like backs away some and stares at you.
I pick up the food and I like throw it really deep into the jungle, just so it's like he can have the food. I just don't want him to be near our camp when he has it. And then if on the other watches the other guys get accosted by more eyes for more food, that's their problem.
Yeah, so he's just like, and he's just like skitters off into where you threw the food, and then you hear like the leaves rustling as he's like clearly eating it.
All right.
And you don't really notice anything else.
Yeah, I feel comfortable
after like 10 minutes, the noise kind of dies down from that area, and you can kind of hear it like walking away through the brush.
Good. Quiet night. I'll take it. But then, yeah, when my shift is over, I'll go wake up Squigs.
All right.
Squigs kind of wakes up. Oh, is it my turn already?
Yep.
Oh, good. Anything interesting or strange happen? Anything I should know?
Our food's gone.
No,
The leftover chest Squigsco got eaten by a monkey of some kind with big eyes. I don't know. He seemed like he was just hungry, so I just didn't cause a fuss.
Oh, okay. I didn't even hear anything. All right. Well, sounds good to me then. All right, you knock out, get some sleep. I'll take the next section of watch. How's the fire looking?
Fire's looking fine. Yeah.
Yeah. If I feed a couple logs on there, or a little more on there to keep it at a, not like a roaring fire, but there's heat and a little bit of light. He'll sit up, and he'll just kind of take out his knife and his pistol and just kind of set them in his lap, and just kind of listen and watch to the jungle. He'll just quietly like count to himself to stay awake. He'll be counting like pops or flickers of light or strange noises. Like he's just like constantly accounting his surroundings to stay awake. So that's and as he lets Francisco kind of drift off, looks over at Chet. How's Chet doing?
Chet is in like a really awkward position now, where maybe he's like completely like sideways, and like his rifle is in like his left hand like pushed, and like it's under his right leg, and his right arm is like up above him, and he's just snoring away.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna let that be. And I'll just kind of sit by the light, keeping the light out of my eyes, and go about accounting through my watch period.
Okay. Let me get your awareness test.
Very well. There we go.
Yes.
I should have asked you for a DN, but
it's okay. I keep forgetting to set a DN every single time I do this, because it's like with D&D, it's like you roll, and I don't have to tell you how difficult it is. So,
you don't necessarily have to, right? As long as you have an idea for it in your head. It just makes it
I know.
Some of this.
Some of the internal mechanics.
Mm-hmm. Well, 4 success, 2 failure.
I can. So I'll say, that's good. So I'll say, you're sitting, you're by this fire, you fed it a few logs. Francisco drifts off to sleep. Maybe he's like mumbling a little bit. He's moving a little bit. You can tell he's had a rough day. This is probably pretty stressful for him. Maybe he's not used to all of this chaos. And you're just kind of like staring into the darkness that is this jungle. And you notice that like the symphony that's been playing begins to shift. And it's subtle at first. Mm-hmm. You hear the distant call of birds, and the hum of insects is slowly being replaced by a faint rustling in the treetops.
Oh. Okay. Once I realize this, do I have an idea? Do I think I know what could be causing any of this? Or... Because it seems, like, alarming. And I don't want to start waking people up until I have to. But if it begins to, like, really, like... If it gets more rustly than other nature noises, I will kind of just, like, lean over and, like,
Yeah.
kind of, like, kick Chet. And then I'll kick Francisco and just kind of, like, get them up and be like, I think there's something moving around in the canopy. I hear the shaking of the trees, the movement.
Yeah.
Most of the wildlife appears to have decided to go quiet. I don't like it. So,
All right. I'll take a look at it. And Chet's like, all he's wearing is his flak armor and his pajamas. he has like emperor pajamas.
So now that you're all awake, you all get this feeling of unease as these sounds grow louder and more deliberate, like tiny feet moving rapidly through leaves and branches.
oh shit. Does anything seem to come close to us?
Yes, without warning.
Oh, no.
With plenty of warning, because you've
There
heard
was-
it. A
there was no
swarm
warning.
of small monkeys burst into this clearing.
Where's my
I knew
flamer?
I knew I should become best friends with the one that we found.
Why'd you befriend the animals?
I thought I was
And a-
supposed to.
A
No.
bunch of monkeys burst
shit.
into the clearing, and they just start grabbing at shit. They're clearly, they're not hostile. They're just starting to steal your shit.
Immediately throw some logs onto the fire to raise it up, and then as soon as anything that comes close to me is getting stabbed.
Chet begins firing indiscriminately towards the monkeys.
All right,
Goddamn
we're
varmints,
gonna
get out of here. Get.
It's just as any
All
monkey
right,
that
everyone's
tries to
gonna
touch
give
my
me-
shit is getting shanked.
We're gonna go through like a skill check. This is not a combat. This is just gonna be like, you guys tell me what you're gonna do, and we'll choose a skill that's close to it, and we'll set a DN, and you'll roll, and then that'll be your success or failure at you trying to do this thing.
Okay, makes sense.
So we've got Squigs, you're making the fire bigger, or you're stabbing. We've got Chet shooting at them, and we've got Francisco doing something.
I think, we have those radios on us. I want to see if I can, do fiddle with it to make, a quick feedback problem, to make, a wah noise to scare them off or something like that.
This is blast some static.
You do have
Yeah,
a
blast
tech
it.
skill.
I was just thinking I'm going to try the
So-
tech skill. I'm very bad at it, but maybe when it's my turn, I'll try to steal a glory point and add to it.
Oh, sure. So, I guess we'll just go in alphabetical order since we have no better. So, Chet, you start.
Yeah,
So
Chet's
you wanna
gonna.
shoot at
Yeah,
them?
he's gonna start shooting at them.
All right. I'll say I will say the swarm is within melee of you. They're tiny and they're moving very quickly. So I will set the DN at 3, and you don't have to roll for damage. Just we'll just
All
see
right.
if there's a success or failure. Whoa!
It's 3 and 3.
3. You did okay. So you just, you're woken up. You hear this. You're like, oh, I ain't getting 8. And then you just lock and load and just begin blasting. And then you see, you hear a roar of these little tiny monkeys as they're as you just begin blasting away at them.
Goddamn varmints,
All
get
right.
out of here. Get.
Francisco,
All right, I will attempt to make a tech check. I will mark off one
I'll set-
glory if you could for us, and I'll
sure
add one
thing.
to the dice pool.
I'll set
And
the
what do you
DN to 2. You're not using the radio for its normal function, so it's not 1, so it'll be a 2.
Let's give it a shot.
There it is. Wow.
Hey!
And you got the glory back. Nice.
Hey!
There you go.
Yeah, I'll just
So you
have
ha-
it make a wonk noise.
Yeah, so you grab a radio and you're like, these stupid things. And then you take a second one and you like override the feedback loop and you like point them at each other in like such a way that it just like kind of gets like loud and obnoxious. And you see a bunch of the little critters that had things in their hands immediately drop them and like plug their ears because their ears are huge, right? They're like very sensitive. And like they start screaming and they begin to run away.
Nice.
All right, Squigs.
Ears.
Trying to like get the fire up, so I'm throwing on some more kindling and everything, just to try to make it as big as possible. Easier to see, hopefully scared these whatever the hell they are off.
Alright, give me a survival check as you try to stoke the fire beyond what it is right now in a quick way.
Alright.
The DN of 2.
The DN of 2.
Since it's more difficult.
Might be able to pull this off.
You can use glory dice as well.
I'll take the failure.
Okay.
And
so,
then just
like,
anything, I'm just like swinging around. I'm trying to throw this stuff in there, and stuff is getting tough, getting close, and like touching me. I'm just swinging my knife at it. I'm swinging the wood at it. I'm just kind of flailing in the dark.
Yeah. So you start like throwing like what you can into the wood, into the fire. It's just not igniting fast enough. You know, it's a jungle. Things are moist. Like, you know, the fire was already started. You know, with your fire starter kit as it was. So like, it's kind of like nothing there is like Prometheum, where it's just gonna go up and cause this like explosion, to scare them. And then at the same time, they're like grabbing at your pants. They're like poking at your head as they come by, as they're jumping and swinging by, and they're annoying the shit out of you.
That tracks. That completely tracks.
Yes. And so I will say they are attempting to steal from you.
No, not from me. I like my stuff. Attempting to steal from me is heresy. Take that.
So I will make them do an athletics check? No. What would be a good stealing action?
Let's see. Stats.
Agility,
There
maybe?
is deception.
Yeah, okay. Deception.
There's deception if they're
That's
trying to like fake me out. I would say agility also would make sense, or stealth, or if you're just, you know,
yeah. I'll do
whichever
I'll
one
do
you
a
feel
stealth
like.
check. Yeah, that's a good check with agility. I'm gonna set the DN of 2 against you,
Okay.
and they're going to attempt to steal from you.
Ooh. Ah, fuck every day.
Yes. And they do really good.
No, I'm being robbed by tiny monkeys.
So tell me, what do you have on you that I can steal?
I have. Alright, so what I have is I have my auto quill, my data slate, 3 scrolls of ancient records, and as well as some administratum records.
Alright, I'm gonna roll a die.
As
I'm
well
gonna
as
tell
my
you what they
knife
say.
or las pistol, and then some las packs.
Okay. So
If you
we'll
roll a
say
d8,
I'm gonna roll a d8, and I'm gonna say higher is worse for you. Where like if they roll an 8, they're gonna steal the data slate. And if they roll a 1, they'll steal, I don't know, something you don't care about, like a las, like the empty las pack or something.
works for me.
Can this roll d8s, or I'm gonna have to roll it on my own?
You just /R 1d8.
A 4.
Okay.
Something you medium care about.
Something I medium care
Let's-
about.
Let's say they steal your quill, or do you
Steal my
care about
auto
that
quill?
a lot?
I don't care about that a lot. That's gonna be that's replaceable. That's gonna be a pain in the ass to replace, though.
Yeah. So one of them, like, you've got your knife in your hand, you've got your gun out, you know, you're like throwing the things in there, and then like in your pocket was your auto quill. You know, one of them reaches for your data slate, and you're like, and then as you pull away, like one of them rips out your quill and then begins to scamper off.
No. And I point that out. I'm like, shoot that one. He stole my quill. And I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm still trying to just like swing at stuff. I'm kind of overwhelmed and trying to stop him from stealing the rest of my shit. So,
Okay, we're gonna go through one more round of this exact same thing.
Okay.
You want to do the same thing or give me new ideas? And then that'll be the conclusion of this
Okay.
monkey stampede.
I'm going to attempt to shoot that monkey since it stole my shit, as well as cover my own ass. The light's not working.
Okay. I will say, now this is going to be tough because they're small, and now you're specifically aiming at one.
Yes.
Um,
And I
So-
will spend a wrath to have it kind of
Oh.
trip over my autoquill. Just to make it easier to shoot.
okay.
The autoquill's heavier than it thought, the point gets stuck in the ground. Maybe it bends the autoquill a little bit, but it's kind of trying to scamper away with it. It's a bit lopsided because it's an autoquill, right? So it's metal and steel and parchment, etc. That's relatively
Sure.
heavy.
So it's like it's got the autoquill in one of your hands, and the way the monkey's scurrying, it's actually still using its hands to scurry. So
Mhm.
as it plants the autoquill into the ground, there's like a soft log, and it like pierces the log a little bit, and it like hesitates just ever so slightly to like have to pull the autoquill out of the log as it continues to run, and that
Mhm.
gives you a chance. And now the DN is only 2.
Alright. Last pistol. And I'm just gonna try to shoot this thing down. DN2. Alright.
Well,
I have a shift.
Good job.
Right? Do I have one shift possible? Yes, I do.
so now don't forget, you can, because this is like a narrative thing, instead of shifting for damage, you can
I was
shift
gonna shift this for
like,
effect.
extra effect. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna shift this for effect. Like, hit 2 monkeys or a super blow up a monkey. Shifted for effect.
Nice. So you're like, no. Like, you are a scribe. This is your scribing tool. This monkey's going to die. And
Yes,
you just aim, like, the auto pen is too much for this little monkey to handle, and it gets stuck in the ground, and in that moment of hesitation, you blow its head off, and its head, like, splatters into multiple other monkeys, and I'll say at odds towards Chet, even towards Francisco. Evens, Francisco, a torrent of monkey blood just explodes towards you, and the monkeys that were going to steal from you are debilitated as they have other monkey blood on them, and some of them scatter. So it's going to be easier for you to pass whatever you do.
Gotcha. Wonderful. Very happy with that. Okay.
In exchange,
Fair
you're
enough.
covered
That's the
you're
price.
covered in this delicious monkey blood.
Yay.
So you might as well go next now that we.
All right. Well, now that I'm covered in monkey blood and the monkeys are all scared of me, I'm just gonna okay, fine. I'm gonna take my sword and I'm gonna turn it sideways, and I'm just gonna pick a big monkey that's trying to steal my stuff, and I'm gonna smack it on the ass with a baseball bat kind of thing, and see if I can just send it flying.
All right, give me that sweet
All
DN1.
Weapon skill test.
Yep,
All right. There.
There.
Smack.
smack. So you can also shift for more effect.
Ooh. I forget how to shift.
So you click the 6 and it glows, and then you right click.
Yeah. What are my options here? Oh, I don't know. I just shifted it.
Yeah, so you shift it to other, and that signals me that you're shifting it not to a glory point or not to damage, to a narrative effect.
Yeah, there's just some narrative effect. That'd be
Yeah.
Nice. Help Chet out.
Right. So instead of killing this monkey, you choose to just spank it with the flat end of your sword, and you get it good. You find the biggest monkey you can, and you just thwap. You somehow swords are still kind of flexible, so you kind of give it a good old rat tail, and thwap. That sound is loud, but the scream that comes from this monkey is even louder. And a lot of the monkeys that are stealing stop and look, and then that gives Chet an advantage of what he's about to do.
Excellent.
Chet, what do you do as there's monkey blood spraying at Francisco? Francisco smacks a monkey in the butt with his sword. The monkeys are screaming. There's shit flying everywhere.
Chet's gonna keep shooting. He's gonna keep blasting.
All right. DN2, I guess then, since I gave you a DN3 last time, we'll reduce it by 1 since they're distracted by potential red bottom. Well, it's a good thing he helped you out. Like your rifle is long, so like your aim is getting like messed up as they're like swinging off your rifle, but just in time with that loud screaming, like the monkeys stop doing that just in time for you to blast a few more, and with your combined effort, the monkeys scatter back into the jungle through the tree tops, leaves and branches falling everywhere, and just as like quickly as they came, they are gone. Your campsite is a little beat up. Nothing important was lost. You know, maybe some food, maybe they stole something that doesn't really matter to you that you don't notice. There's some minor damage to your tent and your camping supplies. Nothing that can't be fixed with time. But you have survived a small harassment detail of monkeys in the middle of the night.
Where the hell did all these monkeys come from?
I mean, it's the jungle, you know, they probably smelled your very delicious cooking and
Goddamn night monkeys.
wanted just to have a bite of it.
Well,
Come in the dark to
Which,
steal your
who can
dessert.
blame them?
well,
But we made it. We didn't.
might turn some of these into sandwiches or something. Don't look like they got a lot of meat on them.
Maybe you can make them into like a monkey jerky monkey. I'm gonna go and pick up my auto quill, try to wipe off the blood. Oh, I think it's still my watch. Hopefully that's the rest of it, and I'm gonna start throwing some more wood on the fire, building up the Waprider. Might as well try to get some more sleep. I know there was a bit of excitement in the middle of the night. We still got a little time yet before I have to wake you, Chet.
Yeah, I mean, I'll go ahead and take over since I'm already up. Let me get out of my pajamas.
All right. I'm just kind of... Well, Chet's getting all set up. I'm just going to move the monkey corpses, stack them, shift them away from our campsite a little bit, and then I will go just start fiddling with my autoclone. There's blood in here, and I'm just like pulling out rolls of parchment, like putting those in my pack, bending the nibs back in place. While Chet's ready, and once he's ready, I will pass the watch off to him and go to sleep.
All right. So, Chet, a little excitement in the middle of the night. Francisco and Squigs are back to sleep. Let me get that awareness test.
Awareness test.
DN. We'll say DN2. I actually have to remember to give you a DN.
Oh,
Okay.
look at that.
Sure.
That's
Sure.
a sexy roll.
Mother of God.
I see through the veil and pierce the warp with my mortal eyes.
Yes. 7. That's 7 successes on a DN2. You rolled 3 6s and then a 4. Good job, Chet. Nothing gets by you. As you go through the night, you've got your rifle, you've got Cheryl. Every little broken branch, every rustled leaf, like you're constantly looking through your scope. Ain't no more monkeys coming to steal your shit. You ain't getting ate, and you know, throughout the night you're fine. You managed to just, if there was something out there, you staved it off.
Now, can I shift all of these, or can I only shift one?
You should be able to shift all of them.
All right, I'm gonna put
You
these
should
all
just
in
click
there.
another
You
one.
can shift all the ones that you don't need
So
to
you
success.
should be able to click another 6 and then right click
Just
it.
call me the glory generator.
That's right.
Yeah, what the heck? I gotta make this DNs harder on you guys.
I
I
mean,
I
it's
feel
okay.
like you guys are like barely succeeding all the time.
that's
Like if I made it a little bit harder, it could be like blah, and complete failures.
I mean, they have a.
Um,
If you have concerns about that or whatever, they do have like recommended difficulties, like not recommended difficulty, but like a difficulty scale to give you an idea.
Yeah.
for your DMs.
Yeah,
So,
we're still getting used to it.
oh yeah. It's just that if that makes your life easier.
No, I know. Plus, I wanted that DN to be easy because I wanted the night to be over.
The night is over.
Yes. Yes, Chet. The dawn breaks over the jungle, and the world slowly stirs to life. The jungle awakens in layers. The morning air, cool and crisp, carries a scent of dew-soaked leaves and earthly soil. Tiny droplets cling to the foliage, glisten like jewels as the first rays of sunlight pierce the shadows. The stream, quiet and reflective, catches the light. Its surface shimmers like molten gulls as it winds through the forest. It's morning now. You have all survived the night. But what will the future hold?
Thanks for listening to Roll for Heresy. If you would like to stay up to date, consider joining us on Discord, the House of Heresy and Madness.